big topic for the Ravens coming into this season was the team's offensive line. After the Week 1 game in Kansas City, the line remains a big topic of conversation. The Ravens' offense was up and down in that game against Kansas City, and there were plenty of moments where Lamar Jackson had to use his legs to escape pressure and keep plays alive, either by running or by looking downfield and scrambling outside of the pocket. The Ravens are replacing 3 starters along that line from last year, so it's a young group. There are going to be growing pains with this unit. But as John Harbaugh made clear today, the Ravens have a lot of optimism around this line, and they believe it could be a really good group as the season progresses.
It doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you, obviously, or some others. I'm not too worried about the offensive line because I know how hard they work and I know how talented they are, and I watch all the other offensive lines in the National Football League. And I think if you applied some of the same standard to the other offensive lines out there, you'd be like, oh, boy, it's a tough position to play against these guys. So our offensive line is going to be really good this year. I believe that, and we're working hard towards that. So I'm not going to sit here and doubt those guys. I'm going to coach those guys, and those guys are going to get out there and play. And I think by the end of the season, you're going to feel real good about our offensive line.
Now, like any offensive line, there were good and bad moments in that game against Kansas City. Lamar Jackson, according to PFF, was pressured on 29% of his dropbacks, which is actually down from what it was last year, which was just under 37% of his dropbacks. Like I said, there will be growing pains. It is a new group with some young players along that offensive line. But as John Harbaugh made it clear, the Ravens believe that this line will continue to improve and be a really good unit by the end of the year. Now, if you want more from head coach John Harbaugh today, make sure you watch his full press conference. You can do that on our app and our website, as well as on the Ravens Press Pass podcast feed. Go ahead and subscribe to that wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.